And here's the thing. All that money that was pumped into the economy that did good, it's on its way out now. It is trickling to an end, and it is absolutely dire out there right now. Jeff Stein is the White House economics reporter for the Washington Post, giving a front row seat to much of what's going on right now, and has been doing some of the best reporting in America on what the economic realities people are facing are. And I thought maybe, Jeff, because your reporting on this has been so good, like, what are people's economic situations? It's a big country. It's a complicated economy. People are in different places. But what is the level of need and desperation right now?
There are obviously a lot of different ways to measure the economic health of the nation, but I think a very good one, an obvious one, is hunger. Are people getting enough? And let me just slow it down and focus on this one statistic for a second. Before the pandemic, in the fall of 2019, about 4% of Americans, 4% reported going hungry. Obviously too high, but 4%. Now we are looking at closer to 12%. 12%. So, basically tripling. That's a little abstract. So another way of putting it is about 8 million Americans went hungry before the pandemic. And now we're looking at 26 million Americans reporting going hungry. And of course, this is a very big country, right? And there are much, very wealthy parts of it that have been more spared from the pandemic than others. And you're seeing much higher numbers than that in some parts of the country. In Houston, for instance, which has been dealing with an oil shock, in addition to a very, very severe COVID outbreak, 30% of families are struggling to get enough to eat. 30% in a major American city. It's a crisis of unbelievable proportions, and perhaps even scarier still, we're really only in the beginning of the winter, right? We haven't even hit the winter. And if the COVID crisis intensifies, if the number of cases continues to increase, we are going to see around the same time a number of economic relief programs authorized by Congress that were only set to go through the end of the year. Those are going to expire. Benefits for the jobless, benefits for homeowners, benefits for renters, benefits for student borrowers. All of that is going to go away very moment that the pandemic is expected to be at its worst. So it's a very scary moment, and hunger is a very clear illustration of that.